Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Togetherwerole. Back healthy and ready to be nerdy. Brian's got a new prop, as you already see. Oh, now you're gonna be normal.
Now I'm gonna be normal. Right.
Normal.
I don't know. You good at distractions? We're gonna find out.
Okay.
I like the
We have to
concept
end
that
abruptly,
has-
but we're going to pick up abruptly just right, like so. I have to do a quick shout out for our RPG Elements for doing a whole heap of miniatures that I have that I just kind of been collecting over the years and realized, wow, I go back to him a lot. And he does a bunch of cool stuff and not like normal things. Yeah, I mean, look at this ground mall. I don't know where I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it somewhere. And I have a couple of ideas. Everyone needs a ground beating mall, okay?
It's scary.
You see those Titans?
Oh, have you guys seen the Titans? These guys want some. I was hoping that.
By the way, we're not.
Cue the intro!
We're not sponsored by anybody here. This is just.
We're paying to start
We're just
our own
sharing
pocket. We're
the
just
stuff that
really
we like. So.
Actually, he's very thrilled that I'm actually talking about that. But these are the guys that were actually labeled as Iron Golems. But I'm like, no, that's Iron. That is a.
It's a Warforged Titan. But
And they were actually supposed to come on large platforms, not huge platforms. I'm like, no, put them on here. And he was more than happy enough to do that.
I mean, they're twice the size of me. They're supposed to be way bigger.
Yeah, and he's got a twin brother too.
See,
These guys definitely just like after killing a bunch of goblins, whether they just do chest pound on each other. Anyway,
I'll put him there, right?
that was me nerding out. Sorry for that. I know you can skip forward if you want to. Anyway,
they're nerds too.
I hope so.
We're nerds catering to nerds.
Well, you never know. Josh could be just pointing and laughing at us right now.
Well, they're secretly geeks if they're watching.
That would be okay.
It's okay to be a closet geek. It's okay. We understand. You can come on when you're ready.
Anyway, we need to get to the intro
Let's
so that
do
we
it.
can get started. Let's go. See you in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that intro. We ended abruptly last time.
Yes, we did.
Sorry, I won't. I promise I won't die this time.
No, it's
This
good.
I am
It's all
happy
good.
that you're feeling a lot better, and I will always end the game early if someone is in a kind of state like that. Or if we just, life gets in the way. Anyway, so, last time on the wrong one.
When last we left our intrepid heroes.
Intrepid heroes, not the Kindred Strangers, but the Silver Menagerie. There we go. It's been 4 weeks for me, so give me a break.
4 weeks for us, 1 week for you.
Yes. You guys you finished up your matters, all sorts of matters, in the Forge Nation of Hartkern, and traveled via painting to the Desert of Teeth to pursue something that is on a less than explained situation through Niquis. Semi-explained, but a little terse, for reasons that you know, but the players do not.
Terse is a good word.
It is a fun word, too. Terse.
So much better than painfully bitchy.
I mean, terse has more layers. Okay?
It's like an onion.
Like an onion. There
Like-
you
You
go.
know his layers? Parfaits.
Everybody loves parfait.
Mm.
There's dating. Dating reference.
You are traveling through the desert of Teeth via night, having a little bit of a journey thanks to some shopping items that you have gathered, so that are negating the exhaustion from the heats and stuff like that. As you are traveling, following these rivers of light, almost like the roaring skies, following these ley lines, these magical powered conduits of the earth itself, following what looks to be a brighter part of it off in the distance. Are you looking behind the DM screen or something?
No, I was checking the sound.
Rip.
Okay.
Negative XP.
Yeah. So we know who's going to die first. You guys
Retro.
had a run-in to some Shadowfell denizens, finding out that, well, never mind. I'll leave that to explanation of the actual game. But these strange, ghastly-looking individuals that are stretched out as if a normal human being was taken by the head and legs and just pulled a little too far, having additional appendages that were no longer arms, but just fleshy spikes with their jaws that no longer had a neck, but just connected to their torso as it opened up wide and tried to consume or absorb you, as they were overpowered with the feeling of loss. You guys dispatched them, utilizing magical capabilities of banishment, which changed the battlefield quite fast, and towards your favor, really quickly. As the rest of the soldiers, between Sparks and Ek, dispatched the ones that were remaining, having these infused shadow creatures seemingly to travel in the shadows themselves, who are popping out and striking you. As they fell, these creatures turned to liquid, almost like viscous liquid, as they plopped to the floor and boiled ever so slightly, as these pools of reflectionless water just clings to one spot. The battle is completed. How would you like to continue?
Well, it's amazing that we dispatched these with these terrorists so quickly. Good job for whoever made them disappear. It was wonderful. Was that you, Nicholas?
It was a joint effort.
Oh. I don't remember Drake ever being that useful.
Well,
Damn. That's how it's gonna be, isn't it?
ouch.
Somewhere.
Let's be honest, he's very shooty bang bang, but he's not very swishy poof.
I have half the spell slots of anybody else.
You hear echoing over the.
Sorry, hang on.
All right. So I think it's wise that we probably all stick together, really close together, as we continue our travels. Because if this, I have a feeling this might be not the only thing that is out here.
Did you have an idea that we should split up at some point?
No, what I mean is let's not walk 30, 40 feet away from each other. Let's all stay clumped together.
I would rather not stand near you. Things tend to grab you and hurt you.
Oh, I mean, he is a barbarian. This is kind of expected.
I am not.
This is expected.
Your hand is still almost slightly transparent.
Is there a way to fix that?
Press the digi.
I mean, it won't, but...
Couple bits of sand. Still almost like back to the.
Does it feel okay? Does it feel alright?
Like a medicine check.
Just what you're good
Am
at.
I aware of...
Medicine check. With advantage or Arcana check, either way. Because this is what you dealt with.
Yep.
Medicine. Barf. 11.
11. Fine as far as you can tell.
21.
21.
Or 26.
26. It would be a problem if it got to a progressively worse state,
Mm-hmm.
but in the state that he's in, it'll be back with like an hour.
Just wait. It'll come back.
Alright. I was thinking I forgot that thing grabbed me like it did.
I advise not letting it drain you from you.
I wonder if it would
In
have
the
done the same to
future.
me.
Well, you are organic.
So at this point,
Yeah,
I'm kind of going
On
to
the
be
inside, right?
shoving
Yeah.
at them, trying to get them to continue following along the path of the lights.
Yes, we can talk and walk.
As you guys continue forth, with the sand shifting, the wind picking up, passing these reflectionless pools of black, almost like the consistency of tar, but still shimmers like a liquid. You move on, and you finish the night.
And we had eyes out for the ruins.
Correct.
Well, let's
And
continue traveling. It's we're traveling during the night, so we'll save ourselves from the heat of the day. Although we're technically protected from the heat of the day.
Yeah.
It's because we have to follow the lights in the sky. We can't see them during the day.
one moment.
If there's a shopping opportunity, I'd like to take it. That's what this music means, right?
Oh, out from the sound. Wait, hello!
He said it's canon. I would like.
She has wares if you have coin.
My buttons are working. No, it is working. It's just yours are error. Anyway, there we go.
We are.
It's a Resident Evil game where just, random shop pops up out of the corner. I said, hello there.
Yes, it has to be a blue Djinn.
Looking
As
for something to
time
buy.
progresses, the first day passes, or night, followed by the second, followed by a long third. As you go over dune after dune after dune. As the cleary skies that you once saw me slightly messing up, the winds have picked up so that it almost feels like a curtain, as particulates in the air almost suffocate you, so that you no longer see the surroundings anymore, and just see nothing but sky, dust, and sand. Nothing really to look at, nothing to really stimulate your senses, as the march, as you continue, following the dancing lights of the roaring skies, of these ley lines. Nothing really passes.
That's good. I wonder how far we've traveled. Does anyone have an idea? I would like to try and think how far we've
I'm
traveled.
Make a
curious.
survival check.
I'm going to do the same. Ooh, that's get in there. No, I don't know where the hell we are. That's a nat one.
14.
That's a nat one.
Natural one,
Mile.
you've gone backwards.
We're walking in circles, man.
Yeah.
Circles.
If it wasn't for the literal pathway that is the ley line above you at night that you're traveling with at night, you would be completely 100% lost. You would be mostly lost. You don't know how many. You've traveled for a good 3.5 nights now, so at least a league or so, or a few leagues.
It's really difficult to go over this terrain.
A league is
Mile or-
2 miles? Yeah, what's a league? Well, that's normally a sea term, is it?
Yeah, that's true.
Is it
How
two-
about this?
Is it 2 miles? I think is a league, something like that. Oh well, Google it.
You would travel with half speed because of the sand and everything, and because it's perfusive. And why did I want to say persuasive?
3.5 miles.
3.5 miles.
That's a
So I would say
3.45.
I would say about at least 15 miles. That's if you were was slow and everything, but you're most likely inaccurate. You've never had to be able to track yourself by such a
There's sand,
non-changing.
there's stars.
scenario.
Trying to figure out how far you've moved is a little weird.
True. However, it's always rather quaint to see these kind of nights. There's no clouds, right? It's rather quaint to see these kind of nights. It just seems to connect me with the world.
Are we stopped?
No, you're still traveling at this point. As conversations happen to desperately try to divert some sort of intention to stimulate you because there is nothing to look at apart from sand, more sand, an occasional broken rock on the floor. It's like, oh, look at that.
You smoke of your pipe. You have like this tobacco that you crush in, right? And smoke it. Watch this. And I push down on my leg. Our old friend Drake, who we're
A
trying
man's
to get
life hangs in the balance. Can we go?
We're definitely going. It's just
You're the slowest one.
we're definitely going.
Oh, like she can move you.
Lighted? Yes, of course. I'm letting her push me. And I'm anyone got a light? Oh.
Take a point of damage.
Addiction to that. I don't actually have a lighter.
Yeah, just like, she just randomly breaks your thumb.
Does anyone have produced flame or anything? Oh, I guess you can do it with. It's a new sound you've just made. Well,
Cobalt.
Again,
Don't use matches.
I was wondering. See, we don't know what we're going to find. We're taking a great leap of faith to be here.
I don't know what we're going to find.
That's what I
We
mean.
didn't know what we were going to find at any of the previous things that we've gone into.
True, we are going
What we
where
do
no one
know
has
is
gone
someone
before.
is going to die horribly, tortured in ways that you cannot imagine if we do not go.
That's true.
Do we,
I probably can imagine them actually.
I really doubt it.
do we know exactly who we're looking for?
We are not looking for a person. We are looking for... It's something called the Heart of the Corpse Tree. I don't know why it's needed. I don't know why it's wanted. What I do know is if I don't find enough of it, someone is going to be tortured.
She's referring to Drake.
Maybe?
Is she?
Are you?
No.
See? She's referring to Drake. Why are you standing still? Let's walk.
Camera zooms out. Fade into the sky.
the camera zooms out, and everyone's on top of the hill, then it falls down one side of it.
There you go. Don't forget the Roomba with Grimstalker.
Oh, speaking of... Is
yes,
that
some
still
strange voice is
accurate? I
apparently
thought it
talking.
had gotten big enough that
Some strange
it
voice is
was-
apparently
I didn't
talking
mean to give you
to.
this.
Oh.
Ignore what you saw.
But also, I'm right. It's bigger than that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So it's not accurate anyway, but I'm like,
Yeah.
that was for my purposes.
Well, you stuck it in my bed.
Yes, I did.
A bad
But-
dream. It was all a bad
It was
dream.
bad.
It's actually been a very...
Gonna have to change it now!
Yeah, you talked up your plan a little bit. You got a little drunk after the last meal, somehow.
Right. Well,
Anyway, oops.
so have you ever smoked pipe or anything but pipes before? Like cigars.
No, I don't
Well,
think I have.
I would call them cigars. They're more of like leaf sticks that you light on fire. Trade you?
Do you even have the dexterity to use that thing?
I gotta make sure I don't bite off the tip.
It is
It's
a
magical item. You
item,
can't destroy.
so-
You can't destroy it.
I mean, unless you really try
good.
to.
That's good. I wasn't trying to. I was just afraid I would. If it was just a normal one, I'd probably go.
So
I'll
you
have
give him the
that.
cigar. He like lights one end of it, and then just shove just eat the whole thing. I can see the appeal.
Just wait 3 minutes.
By 3.
Yes, he's going to be moving faster than all of us.
Oh. One of those.
Yes, just
Make a Constitution saving throw.
You'll know when his eyes. One eye will dilate tiny, and one's going to go big.
This is the kind of situation you find a cactus and you drink the cactus juice kind of situation.
I failed to see how
18.
Ooh.
18? Okay. I mean, it definitely does something, but you don't like just go running off into...
Woohoo! I can definitely see the appeal.
Yeah. It's a good cigar. Let's
I'm gonna have this back now. I'm down to 3 now. I only have 3 of these, you know. Pull out another one.
It's almost like a train engine when it's revving up a little bit. The 4th day passes. As the 5th comes in.
But we've gotten a long rest out of this, right?
Oh yeah, you've been taking.
Oh,
breaks
thank
and
God.
stuff like that.
Thank God, because my hand's all better now. Good.
Yes,
Starting to feel like the kid on.
unless you want to be walking 5 days without any rest of any sort.
I mean, I want to be, but I suspect that won't go well for everyone else.
It's good because yes, I was pretty hurt because I didn't get to rage before all that thing sucked onto me.
Just be grateful it didn't do the psychic damage that I wanted to do.
Yeah. What XD10s? Yes.
It would have been a crazy amount.
It was like 60-10.
Yeah. It would have really messed me up.
That's a lot of damage.
So.
Congratulations.
Appa just said it.
Thank you.
The 5th day passes uneventful. 6th day, everyone roll a perception check. And see if you gather any more information apart from doom.
Perception.
Which at this point is just
Hey.
Gonna re-roll that.
relentlessly oppressive at this point. It's just like, you know, logically you are progressing, but it just feels like you're doing nothing.
Are we? Is this sun? Are we in sunlight?
I'll let you decide, because there is a transition point where you end the day and the sun is starting to come over and stuff like that. So,
So we're calling it dusk or dawn.
It would be
Well, dawn would be from where we're gonna stop because we're only traveling at night, right?
yes.
Let's do dusk.
we'll do dawn. How's that?
Done. Do done.
Dawn.
Just
So
for
it's the end
simplicity.
of our travel day.
Yeah.
Or travel night. Travel night.
Modified 20.
Modify 20?
24.
23?
Well, fuck me.
24.
24, even better.
12.
12,
Like I can't see anything in all this sand.
26.
26.
How
Okay.
am I supposed to see anything with you people kicking up all this dust? All that. What are you looking at?
Pick up an organ.
little periscope.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty impressive. That I didn't realize you were that strong.
He weighs 2 pounds. He's 900 years old and 2 feet tall.
He's right.
Fair.
Even with 9
And
strength, you probably
with bones of solid air.
That's right.
Dragons, they have to fly somehow, right? Anyway.
Well, that's a limestone and gems thing, but we don't need to go into the science.
With an impressive skill check of above 25s, you see
126.
what looks to be off, we'll say off to the left side, where you've been traveling. Directions again. I need to bring up.
The one thing we did have an orientation of the mountains, so why we've been traveling.
Yes,
wanna
when
see if the
I
orientation
forgot
of the
about air
mountains-
particulates at the time.
I want to make sure that the orientation of the mountains, if they change or
You
not.
cannot see them because the air particulates are too heavy.
Ah,
Because I forgot that was a thing. But we'll just knock it off saying it was an unusually clear day. Because sometimes that happens.
yep.
A very calm day.
We had. It's like what the term we use. The mountain.
So it's
is
quite
out.
literally is as if the nature just took a cloud of dust and just brought it in, making you have to guess based off what you had before.
We can see pretty far. We just can't see more than 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 feet. It kind of just
Pretty much.
It's not like it's.
You're going from dune to dune to dune.
It's not
But
like
we're still following the sky trail, right?
Yes.
And that's what is giving you the main direction of path at this point. For the additional information of what you see cages. Like some bleached white rib cages that are half buried in the sand as if like a migrating group of animals of like bigger proportions, like definitely large or bigger in terms of size categories and stuff like that, have just died off. No, or like dotting a section off to the left
Wonder how
side.
long
Is
they've
this
been.
very like elephant graveyardy, or is it like
Almost like an elephant graveyard, but you only see the rib cages.
okay? So
Yeah.
just like a couple few, not like a
Like a, well, with 25
I would
plus
like to see.
perception check, it would be about 6 of them.
All right. I would like to.
There might be more on the other side of the dune, but it's hard to say from this
Should-
position.
This
And
is.
this is about 2 to 500 feet away.
So the question is do we leave it alone or do I go investigate to see what they were? because something might be killing them, or they just died off because of this terrible place.
They could mark the entrance to a thing called a corpse tree.
Ah, that's true. All right, I'll go look.
What
It
we
is
doing?
like 500 feet.
Right.
Weren't we
all
buddy
good?
systeming
Are
this?
you all good with us coming together in this, or are we? I would like to do an investigation to see what kind of animals they were and all that, but. What?
Keep your left foot higher than your right. That's my guidance.
You are really deep. You know that.
I mean, he's got a peg leg.
So keep your left
Keep
foot.
your left stump higher than your right foot. Note,
You know what?
note to self.
Guess
this
what?
star is peg leg.
I can do that standing still. Keep my left stump higher than my right.
That's correct.
Take the guidance.
He's
Thank you,
not
sir.
wrong. He's not wrong.
And are you just by yourself, or who's going?
Who's going with me? Anyone?
I am.
I am.
3? I guess
Right.
whole group, yeah? Whee!
It'd be a shame for us to walk past whatever we're looking for. So let's
Search everything as needed.
something. Either these animals just died here, or there's something.
You're walking as you're explaining, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Whenever we're talking, we're usually walking. We're walking. We're talking. We're talking. We're walking.
You get there, no problems as far as you can tell, but as you get closer and closer, you start to see bits of broken bone, splintered rib cages, and definitely half-buried corpses of whatever was living, now dead, and completely picked clean of all organic flesh.
I also can't help but notice that you haven't mentioned anything about a skull yet. So many bodies, not a single skull anywhere.
Good point.
What kind of animals might
You're about
these be?
200 feet away.
Alright.
I want to get closer to try and see what kind of animals these are.
I wish I had
Pretty large,
far-seeing
so-
eyes. Is there? Do we have anything like that? Allows us to see further from standing position.
Well, yes, I'm certain I do.
Do you?
I mean, I can see further than you, but I
No,
don't
no,
have
like-
a thing to make you see further.
Like something to put over the eyes to allow you to see further.
No.
The telescope.
I mean, it'll take me a few minutes.
If I remember correctly, Drake had stuff like that.
There's something he was useful for. There was.
So you're currently looking
Yeah.
at it across one of the dunes.
Mhm.
You haven't approached any closer. Make a perception check.
We haven't?
Well, okay.
We've been
You're about
walking.
100. Yeah, you've been walking about 100 feet from it.
Okay.
We'll say. Is there anything you want to do instead of just?
I'm curious to see. I know it's sand, but is there any other? Does the sand look fresh and smooth, or is there? I'm looking to see if there's any looks like there might be
Disturbances?
other things that might have been
Make a
moving
perception
around
check. Yeah.
the bones that are on the surface of the sand. 16. Perception. You called perception, correct?
Mhm.
16.
Do you want to spend your D4? It only lasts a minute.
Oh. Hold on a second. Let me rub my eyes first.
Get the sand
Look
out.
again. All right.
Roll D4.
Rub the sand in.
That would be a 20.
20. That makes a difference.
D4, correct?
You are correct. I have not mentioned any skulls.
Don't like this.
There are no. No, there's like splinters of like other bones, but like fine powder. Not compared to like these massive curved rib cages that are going up and some bleached in the air. And with a 20 perception, you think there's like 6 sprout out, and they're not like right next to each other. But when you take a closer look, you notice where you originally thought 2 that died in the same place, it's actually just one big one.
Oh, wow, this thing was huge.
And then you look a little closer, see a slight malformality in the sand around each of what these rib cages are. Like this thing would have been here a lot longer than what it was. The rest of the sand is smoothed out, as the wind has definitely moved it out. But where the sand is touching where the rib cages are, they're slightly, either like there's a little bit of gap, like something has touched it and moved it, or it's been pushed in and making a small little like bump. Where
Right.
there's like minor tiny bits.
Or it's
Those aren't ribs.
falling or whatever and against the.
Those aren't ribs.
You don't think those are ribs?
No.
What are you talking about? Of course they're ribs. Look at them. They're rib shaped.
Was that you tooting?
Look.
Do they look like claws
Take an investigation.
by
You're
chance?
still 100 feet away.
It's 4 big claws that go A6. So you just something's belly up in the sand.
That's a modified 20.
Really? Okay.
Modified 20, not natural. Modified.
Investigating from 100 feet away, it does increase the AC.
Or the DC, yeah.
The AC, DC.
Yes. Good band.
Well,
I mean,
current 2. ACDC
they look
current.
like ribs,
They sound like ribs, but do they taste like ribs?
I
but
do.
the shape is
Would it be a gigantic like a
a
worm?
little too. You don't really. You've never seen a creature that would have ribs that are like long
Snake.
as they
It's
are,
like a giant snake. No head.
and then like a little shorter in other areas.
Or maybe like a worm. Or
Point of
something.
this
Gonna
no,
move
look,
closer.
they're asymmetrical.
Okay.
One's a little shorter, one's a
You
little
get a little
longer. This
closer,
doesn't make any sense. They're
about
not
35
ribs.
feet,
No, like 30 feet.
30
So
feet.
they're not like this, like perfect. One's
Takes you a
like
few
here
moments.
and the other one.
Yeah.
As everyone else is discussing to themselves.
Yep.
Grimstalker behind you.
Yep.
Sorry, it has to go.
It's like, maybe they were little ones. Maybe the big ones and little ones.
So, does anyone have anything we
40,
can toss in the general
30
direction
feet
of
away.
it?
You
Or should we
stop.
just leave it alone and move on?
Them?
Hearing the wind hit these
Who?
bone-like protrusions from the sand, slightly whistling.
So does it look like claws or ribs?
Make an investigation check or a perception check. Or, sorry, make a medicine check since you're like discerning like if this is like a natural material.
Because I agree with you that you would think a rib would be the equal length on both sides.
Like instead of
Teeth.
perception?
Maybe they're
You
teeth.
can, okay, if you're trying to discern if it's like what ribs are these actual ribs, either make a nature or medicine check. If you're trying to discern like what's for what you said, it would be a nature or medicine check.
Okay.
Well-
I'm going, is this a dead thing or is this an alive thing and it might
Well,
be
we're-
belly up doing stuff?
We're not actually there. correct?
I am.
Oh,
Okay.
You
wow.
guys
She's
are
walked-
listening
she's
to
walked
that.
out ahead.
Either make a perception check or a nature medicine.
So
nature
we must be
medicine check.
what 30, 40 feet away.
You
now.
guys are about 40 feet away. She's
21.
She's the closest one. 21?
We all been going.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know,
all
you
been doing
guys
stuff and I just-
Yeah. She's very uncannily quiet. And
It's dark.
Being the
I'm
closest thing to it, and you're close enough, and you're looking at it, you get that little tickle in the back of your skull that you've had a lot over your childhood life and adult life. Yeah, this thing is probably.
Okay.
You don't know what it is.
That's fine. Since I have a fair understanding of the spook, does this seem like something in the undead category of alive, or the...
Undead,
your-
undead alive.
It's hard to say with just seeing whatever
Okay.
protrusions these are. You would probably have to prod it to figure it out.
Can I subtle spell detect thoughts on it?
Let me read it real quick. Is it line of sight? Lullaby, can you see a pinky toe of a god? It's like that. Oh, come on. Oh, don't do that.
It's a creature I can see within 30 feet.
Go on and roll a d20.
Okay.
11 higher it works, 10 and lower it does not.
Okay.
Because it's, I mean,
Interesting.
you're not seeing like its head. You don't see it like it's mine or something like that. You're seeing like a part of its body.
Right.
So it's like, does it work? Yeah. Do you see it? Yes, but
Right.
It's like trying to identify a bird by looking at its feet.
oh Jesus Christ, I hate it. Yeah.
So, I am subtle spell doing this.
Correct.
Which means I'm going to activate my Shadowfell shard should this be effective.
Okay.
And it will be for wisdom. That is it just a straight 20 roll?
Straight 20 roll.
Okay, it's 11.
11. It works.
Yes!
You feel
Wow.
something
Well,
connect.
yes. And
Wisdom
then I get
saving
the top layer. The first one I get surface level thoughts, and then I can probe deeper afterwards. At which point it might become aware of me.
You're feeling the surface level size, and then we'll continue there.
Yep.
You feel something connect, and you feel something tired, uncomfortable, expectation
Okay.
with minor intelligence.
This might be important then if the creature has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or
It still works.
doesn't speak a language.
Or doesn't speak a language.
Mm-hmm.
In that case,
It doesn't work. It doesn't work if
The
that's.
creature is unaffected.
Oh.
Has to
surface
have
level
thoughts to
creature,
read them.
there's an extra.
It has to have thoughts that are
So we-
understandable to me.
Right. So
Okay,
it is
so
more
I
than
will
primal,
say,
it's
okay,
more than primal
you're right.
thoughts,
It doesn't have a language in terms of what a language is in terms of D&D, but you do feel it connect with something living.
Okay.
If it's undead or if it's magical, anyway,
Right.
it's something.
But it's not enough for me to hold this and draw its attention, so I'm gonna back the fuck up real quiet as I drop concentration and not have that continue going. And I am gonna do the sneaky elvish, like, do not disturb method of walking.
Make
Tactical
yourself-
rearward advance.
Meanwhile, we're all going, what do you see? Oh, we're just walking in.
Their
she-
teeth. Look at them.
And she's all walking.
Stealth.
Nope,
That
nope,
is
nope,
a
nope, nope.
19.
You gently take a few steps back. "45 feet, 50 feet, and you find yourself walking a little faster after that, and you find yourself with the rest of the group.
So that's alive.
Told you.
Told you they were teeth.
All right, good. Right. Well then,
Should we avoid it?
so the question is this tree thing supposed to be in something that's alive or underneath something's alive? And we
It's
should-
in a ruin. It's the heart of the
Well,
corpse tree that I'm looking for.
right, that's
I don't
that's a
know.
ruin of bones,
I have
but,
given you
All right, let's move on then, shall we? Shall we? Leave it alone. Let's leave it alone.
I
Turn around and
think we leave it alone.
go back the other way. Because-
Where does our path take us?
Where is the path in relation to this?
That's a
Let's say this is your path.
Mm.
You were slightly off. So, like 500 feet to the left.
Okay, just get back on track. Just keep going.
Not that far. You can quite literally just walk past it and it'll be fine.
bounced back.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Side quest. Call it a side
Big
quest.
scary thing in sand.
Perception checks. Their existence is to disappoint you.
Did you guys see the video I sent you guys?
Yes.
That just strikes me as something you would do. Mimics.
Something tells me that is something very, 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 very large. And we're only seeing this.
Let us not deliberate on something that we did not encounter.
Deliberate all you want. Shove, 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 shove.
Onward!
Onward! The next day finishes. Or night. Followed by the next.
Spell slots return.
You spell slots return. followed by 7 painting. It's hard to even keep track because nothing's happened. As you see a couple more splintered rocks.
We're
A few
running out
them
of
here and
food.
there.
We're running out of food.
We can walk back through a painting and get more food.
This is true.
There's nothing to worry about.
I could just stand here and hold it for a bit.
Make a perception check, everyone.
Perception. 14.
24.
Oh, fuck me.
24.
You think you get?
22.
22.
You think you get a decent roll?
20. You guys are pretty good at perception checks.
Decently so, yeah.
Still keep an eye out, keeping vigilant, even though that it's less than ideal situations. Seeing a couple of what look to be giant birds with long necks to them that don't have any feathers on their neck and head. Seeing these vultures circle, and you look down, and off in the distance, way in the distance, definitely off path to you, with a 24 perception.
We see a warthog, a meerkat, and a lion.
Nice.
While we're looking, I'm like, plop, plop, plop. 3 animals out of my pouch.
What are they?
Let's find out.
I haven't finished my sentence, but
Go ahead. I was realizing it's another day and they're gone, so I might as well.
Oh yeah. It's still night. We'll say it's about halfway through the night.
16. One's a tiger.
Tiger! Not in its most preferred territory.
Nope. One's a little jackal.
Jackal.
Kind of in
The
its
other one
territory.
is a giant weasel.
Not in its territory.
No.
Very
We're
much not in
probably
its
having
territory.
a blast. Jump,
Literally.
tumble.
A sand blast.
Happy right now.
I think you and the weasel are probably
tumble, kick the weasel. Watch the weasel tumble down.
you feel as
Well, it's a giant weasel, not a normal weasel. The jackal's the tiniest.
it doesn't take much to kick someone down. They do.
Especially not something that's
That's
already
a weasel.
made tumble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tumble.
Looking at the ravens, looking down, you see a little bit of glint.
Ravens? I thought they were vultures.
Sorry, vultures.
Okay.
Yeah, ravens. As they fall out of the sky, because they would die in this kind of setting.
Hence the vultures.
Yeah, there you go.
Eating the
Looking
ravens.
at the vultures, you look a little down, and you see another like flickering light, like a campsite. And you notice a massing of jagged rocks, some more flat than others. You see what looks to be tents on top of those rocks, flapping in the wind. The cluster of tents,
No one's talking.
You are.
a few thousand feet away.
Thousand feet away. Does anyone have any? One thing I don't have is a big telescope.
I have the next best thing.
You do?
Like some jeweled dragon bones and like rattle them around. I'll consult the bones. And throw them out on the sand.
Oh, not a lot of rolling on the sand, though.
It's the spirit of the thing.
Of course.
All right, I am casting augury.
Whoa.
Okay.
That one I don't have on top of my head. So
It's basically I'm going to tell you. I tell you we are contemplating going towards that camp, and you tell me wheel, woe, no big deal.
okay. What is the name of the spell?
Augury.
O-G
AU.
A-U-G.
A-U-T.
Augury. By casting gem and late sticks, dragon bones, blah blah blah. You receive an omen. The results of a specific course of action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses one from the following possible omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for a mixed bag, or nothing for something that isn't going.
So, and you're just like, if we go that direction.
Yep.
Okay.
So
be
if
good
we
or bad?
walk into camp is what you're saying,
So-
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Into that camp.
Looking and casting it, looking at the bones and consulting it, seeing the finger bone tossed in one direction, followed by a
Willow. It's
consulting the bones and then kind of casting it on your own thing. You get a wee woe.
a what?
A wee woe.
Wheel and woe?
Yeah, wheel and woe.
Okay. Wee woo. Could go either way. The bones tell me nothing.
Sorry, I always go to. Now toss them high into the air. Do you work for mine?
Do we want to go into the camp?
Could you ask if we'll find ruins in the camp?
Nope. Just one.
Well, then I would say we want to go and check because large rock formations.
The bones have spoken!
I'm not bones, I'm just skinny.
Whoa. Same side. Corners. All right, now place your bets.
I bet's on the shiny one.
Is the plant allowed in this?
Bring it. Bring it. But no, it can't be part of that fight. But you can bring
I'm
it.
sorry, are we actually doing this?
No.
You
He's
can't get my hopes.
he's a companion.
Damn. That word. You keep using that word. I would like you to keep using that word. looks at the flower and goes, I know what happens to
The plant or the devil?
the devil. Big difference. But at the same time,
What happens to the plant?
Same thing happens to the devil.
Well, hopefully the absolute worst if possible.
Onward.
We should go in. Absolutely. We should go and investigate.
Which should we go in just walking in, or should we try to sneak in?
It didn't say.
Let's just walk in.
Do you know how to sneak?
Yes, I do.
I don't.
Watch and learn. And I'm going to attempt a stealth.
Make a stealth check.
I'm going to wait and see if I bother.
You're probably not going to need to bother.
Now, you will go half speed on your half speed.
19.
19.
I take my
It's
shield
pretty
off.
quiet, but terribly slow.
I take my shield off.
The sand.
Like you're down on your belly doing an arm crawl.
Oh yeah, turtle? No kidding. Like he's just like tobogganing it down.
No, but it's an up. So he's
Are we going up or down?
Well, he goes down first, and then he has to go back up.
Okay.
And then he goes down, and then back up.
We'll be fine.
I'm just going to take my
Said
shield
I go
off.
stealthy. I didn't say
Okay.
I go fast.
I'm going to put my shield down, hop on the shield, and slide down past him.
Make a general dex check.
General Dex.
Yeah.
It does not go well. It goes.
You roll an actual one.
Yes.
And that's when Fennec will hop on his shield and ride it down.
So, just looking at Ed, you're like, I know what to do. You get on your shield, and you lean a little too far forward as you start to get a little bit of speed going, and your shield hits the corner a little too hard and completely loses as you just go ass over tea kettle. There's
Minor illusion, 10 little fireworks.
God, this in the middle of the dark.
Oops, sorry, stealth, right. I'll be over here.
However, Eck is half buried from the sand that went near him now, and he's incredibly stealthy right now. Compared to everything else. Distraction!
Actually, you rolled
Yep,
it.
I just walk down.
See, I'm stealthier.
I pass you.
As you venture forth,
Fennec walks
Grab the
you
shield.
notice a couple of the tents,
Hinge.
and you see a couple of torches lit up now.
I think they know we're coming.
I'm
they
just
all-
gonna like minor illusion hail above like the word hail
Oh,
as a greeting.
with like minor illusion or something
Yeah.
like that? Oh, yeah.
Going to
Definitely.
just minor
mini
illusion.
skywriting.
Yep.
Yeah, well, minor illusion, you can definitely do that.
Yep.
It's a little small, but 5 foot, actually 5 foot
5
square.
foot? Like,
Yeah.
the more you know. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And we'll say you're about 300 feet away from it as you guys traveled, and as you see this as time progresses, getting out of the sand and all that. Seeing a couple of torches, and you start to hear a couple of voices, kind of carried by the wind, followed by muffled and stuff like that, as torches lit up, and you see a clear number of people on the edge of the rocks looking towards your direction. As you get about 200 feet away, as the dunes in this spot kind of mellow out. They're no longer as like super tall compared to what you've been traveling, and you definitely see a cluster of rocks that have broken off from something else that have maybe a small hill or mountain here that's going to be completely covered up by the sand itself. But the point is, it's sticking out, and they're no more than 30, 40 feet tall for like the tallest version, and most of it is broken off from the main pile itself, creating many areas of rock. And you start to see robed individuals, humanoid. Some of them taller, others stockier, others more slender-like, as they seem to get your attention, and they're waving at you. Like, really waving. Like, you see them, like...
See? They're happy to see us. I told you everything
As
would
you
be
hear
alright.
a guttural language, as you hear Grandma, run! Run, damn it, run! The sand eater!
Run to you too!
With your higher perception checks, there's a slight vibration in the sand. With Eck and Nicholas.
Oh my
And you
god,
see
they're
it-
freaking on high ground. Oh no! They're on rocks.
I
Oh
loved
my
it.
god.
I love this movie.
I know.
Oh shit.
Quick,
As
does
they
anyone have a
start making
shotgun
sound
and
on
a
the
roof?
As they're quite literally yelling and smashing and clanging on the other side of the rock, as you see a small plume, almost like a jet ski, like the little water from the back part of it where the water's being shoved up. You see sand being
Grabbers.
shoved up. Coming
Graboids.
around the back
Graboids.
and starting to come behind you and move forward towards you. At
They said run and I listened, to be clear.
Okay, yeah, so you're running. You notice and you're like, hey guys, and you notice Nicholas like
Gone.
100
Yeah.
feet away.
Just out. Not
All right,
taking the
100
best.
feet. Wow, she's fast. I'm
I
running.
mean,
She's
I
always
am,
sprinting.
and I'm the only
Uh,
one. I think. Am I the
just
only
let me
one who
grab-
As
can?
the sand gets
Normal
closer and
speed?
closer as
Do
the
I
rumbling-
see this?
Yeah, you do. You're one of the first people to
I
see
am
this.
going into a rage, and I am going to do my primal leap as an extra bonus action.
Or you can just use your bonus action normally and get faster movement.
Oh,
Because you
you're
have
right. You're
that
right.
ability.
Thank you very much.
So,
That's for you?
Thank you very much for
Not
so
very.
Sparks and Bowser,
Just yoink.
Vedic, you don't really see this. You just notice them start booking it. You don't know why. And then you're like, and you
mean,
see
you heard
dust
them say
behind
run.
you.
Oh no.
So you pick up Vedic.
Do you have your exit buddy?
Yes!
As you guys start running, I need everyone to make a athletics check for those that are running.
I'm being carried. Do I
You're
roll?
being carried.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do anything that is currently
fuck.
Luckily, I am an athlete. And I'm a mobile? I'm mobile.
Okay,
right?
who
With
is
my
the
minus
slowest?
one?
Who is the slowest person here? I need to know that. Aside from me.
I am
You
mobile.
are
Good.
both half speed.
Yes, but my half speed is still
I'm
faster.
sprinting.
Yes, he's asking who's the slowest in this situation.
Like as we're
regardless of
running through the
action.
sand dunes, who's the slowest?
And I'm pretty sure it's you, because you two are both half. He runs faster than you normally.
I'm mobile, so I'm using my full action to
Yes,
move, so it
this
doesn't matter. Right.
it's him.
Okay, fantastic. So you pick up Vedic and start running, and Vedic does a little finger wiggling thing, and everything around you begins to blur as I cast haste.
Oh yay.
like the light speed starts shooting.
Little rooster tail shooting up behind us.
Go, 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 go! Let's go faster!
There are two plumes of dust now. That is quickly catching up to Egg and Niquist, followed by Grimsbugger. I need to double check the speed of this thing.
Wow. Yeah. Who knew we'd be living the movie of
The trimmer, yeah.
Trimmers?
So I didn't mean to make that, but it's kind of funny. As I looked at this,
The
I'm
moment I
like,
realized they're on the rocky ground, I'm like, oh shit.
as they continue waving and fasting, and a couple of them kind of chuck a few things off to the
We're
left
up
and
there,
right.
fireworks and shit. Let's have fun. Hey, throw sand at each other.
A couple of them throw the torches to light your path. So you're able to see and dodge the rocks that are actually protruding out that would be potentially dangerous. if you didn't have dark vision, but they don't know that. So they light a couple paths as you guys get closer and closer and closer.
When
As Sydney is getting not as fast as you, but keeping pace.
When I get within 30 feet of the rocks into a position where I won't set people near me on fire when I land, I would like to use my phase step.
Make a perception check, because they are kind of clustered up there. It's
Yeah.
not like big, but it's a 30-foot rock in diameter. But there's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
people.
re-roll that.
God.
Don't be mad.
Sorcerers, they have to have their thing.
23.
23. You can see a little bit. You might be leaning over the edge a tiny bit, but it won't catch things immediately on fire.
Okay, then phase step.
Okay. Nicholas disappears. And you see a small puff of fire on the other side of the rock. And a couple of people scream.
It got Nicholas! It got Nicholas!
The plume of smoke is starting to get closer and closer to you as you're running. You two are running side by side now.
Do I need to make that athletics check?
Yes. Well, actually, with pace,
Oh no!
pace,
You're rolling like
roll
crap
with
tonight.
advantage.
Okay, that changes it.
What was your
No, it
athletics?
doesn't.
Roll it again.
One.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
a time wizard, man.
Not much better.
But better.
It's better than a 1.
Oh no!
You
How
rolled
many
2
ones have you
ones in a
rolled?
row?
Yep.
That puts you at 4 for this session.
Yeah, I mean...
Get different dice.
What'd you roll?
So for my athletics, given, I'm very good with athletics.
Okay.
But I rolled a 5,
Okay.
so it makes it a 14.
Okay. Not terrible, but it's starting to catch up just enough as you start to get 20, 10, and you're right at the base of this rock, and it's almost very sheer, and you realize you're going to have to climb about 15 feet upwards in order to get out of the way. So you get to the base of the wall right
Jump.
where as Ek gets to. What was your athletics check, by the way?
I cast jump.
16.
16? Okay, so you're basically side by side of each other because the sand is slowing you guys down and everything, and it's not good because you guys are heavy motherfuckers and you're in the sand and it's not fun. So as soon as you get to the base, you look up, you're like, how are we going to do this? And you look to your right, and Sparks is already just replaced by a line of electricity as he uses his electrical jump back.
And I rage.
You've already been raging.
No, I didn't rage before.
Oh, that's right, because I told you not to.
Yes. Now I rage
Okay.
and I primal leap.
Make an athletic check because you still have to climb.
Not risking another now 1.
21.
21. You land on the side about
And there's a
halfway
little
up.
turtle crater.
And you hear it as you see 1, 2 massive claws. I said massive again, assuming. That are about the size of you each. Almost like a scorpion claws, but strangely more robust and hog-like. Before it retreats back into the sand before, because you're just outside of its attack range.
Whoa. I was thinking I'll just regular climb, but no, I'm gonna primal leap. I didn't realize
So-
it was that close.
Do we get to the top?
You all get to the top.
We get to the top, Vedic jumps down, starts grabbing rocks, and starts screaming obscenities and draconic and just throwing rocks back out there.
Some others are currently throwing whatever they can as well that are not part of their equipment, that are currently chucking it at this thing as it bounces off of their insectoid-like hide as it retreats back into the safety of the earth.
That's right! Run! Run in terror!
A couple of hands hit you on the side of the back, almost knocking you back over. As they grab, as these rogue individuals, very much desert-like, as they have their entire bodies wreathed in mostly white cloth, followed by silk, and a couple of them that appear to be a little bit more wealthy, very colorful and baggy clothing that are wrapping around them. And as you get to the top, as these torches are placed to the side, helping you up and over, and followed by making sure the tents are not on fire, seeing you over there, strangely relaxed.
Oh yeah, I'm just like perched, like. Took you.
I told you we'd be fine.
Wow.
Immediately, there's a couple of hands like patting you left and right, checking to make sure you're okay. Draconic voices going on left and right. As you see dragonborns of various colors, you see tall, dark-skinned individual humans, followed by dare I say, sun-kissed elves that are currently just hitting you with all sorts of different languages.
I cast comprehend languages.
Ah! You immediately start to understand them. I believe it does spoken language, right? You just can't speak it back.
It's spoken and written.
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. You can't speak it, but you understand. As they begin to talk to you left and right, I need to get the...
So she can't speak back to them, but she can understand what they're saying.
Here we go.
And
Of the
apparently I
various
read
coughing
slower.
noises of various people trying to talk to you, immediately they start to die down as this tall, like 7.5 foot tall creature, big shoulder chest, semi open out, almost like not like a toga, but partially covered, as you see almost lion fur, and the lion's mane followed by a cat face, as you see a bipedal giant lion person.
Oh shit! My 3 animals.
Well, they're gone.
They were wonderful decoys.
Yes. Notice that I didn't say anything about that.
There is no way they were anywhere near as fast as us.
I am
And he
so mean to
immediately
the
begins
Fae. I'm so
talking in
mean to
this-
the Fae. I'm so mean to the Fae. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
In
really
this
sorry. I'm really sorry.
guttural, high-pitched clicking sound. Sorry, did I just say guttural, high-pitched clicking sound? Sorry, guttural clicking sound. And seems to wait, look at your gear, look you up and down.
Guttural clicking sound. What does this thing look like? That's making...
It's a giant lion person.
Wow.
He speaks in clicks.
Leonid of some
It's
variety.
a Leonid.
Oh, I was just throwing that word out there. I have no idea what it means.
You have
Lion
never
dude.
seen one. He looks at
He's
you
lion dude.
Yeah.
and starts speaking again and seems to be turned around and...
Oh, look, they know me
A
here.
few seconds later, a small 2.5 foot individual comes over with a heavy cane. Heavy, thick robes, colorful, from reds, golds, and blues. And
Sort
you
of.
see
So the
a
other
long-
2.5 foot thing with the cane walks over and goes,
almost like a mirror image of two different worlds, but very similar of stature and how they walk. As you see a long lizard snout, as you see a kobold, heavily wrapped in clothing and very old. As you see the red scales that have diminished greatly over time itself. Eyes almost filled over with, well, very much like yours.
oh.
And he begins to speak Draconic.
Which I don't know shit.
I can call you on your bullshit now.
I am Cypher Du Bullshit. Du3. What is your name?
My name is Vedic. Vedic the Ancient.
What tribe do you hail from?
Tribe?
Oh, that's a difficult question to answer.
Do you speak this?
Right now they're speaking Draconic to each other.
Ah.
You know you know the sound of what
I know what Draconic sounds like.
No.
I don't know Draconic.
no, you don't.
Right. My tribe is long since dead. The name would be meaningless to you. Unless he's that old. Like,
He kind of looks everyone over and listens to the Leonid lion over his shoulder. 5 times as tall as him.
oh yeah, we're staring at his ankles. I get it.
Yeah. Listens and he wants to know if you have any water.
What?
They're asking about water.
Decanter of endless water.
Yes, I believe we put that away. Yes, I believe we have some.
Name your price.
I mean, it's endless.
Now let's
Shut up!
I don't know this.
He
I can't hear
seems
this.
to hear it, but doesn't understand what you're saying.
Oh, because I'm speaking common. That's right.
He doesn't speak
knowledge
your
at the heart of
common.
the corpse tree.
Do you have anyone here who speaks any kind of Fae? Oh, never mind. You can. Okay, I'll play translator. This one is out here searching for. Well, she's on something of a life quest. We need your assistance. We can give you as much water as you like.
He talks in that guttural clicking sound to the lion, seemingly going back and forth. Again, doing the third-party transferring and like what is he saying and stuff like that.
Ooh, this is gonna be
Which
funny.
readjusts himself on this staff that is also covered in what looks to be bits of cloth that have been wrapped around it that all has knickknacks. That what looks to be a
Take offense to
scroll,
that.
what looks to be a
I take offense to that. Knickknacks. It's very rude.
Wah, wah, wah,
Nicholas
wah.
Knackwitz and knickknacks.
There you go.
I never put those two
There you
together.
go.
Really?
serious?
That's the whole joke.
That was
I was
literally
like,
the whole
what
reason
did
for the
I
name.
say? You got me. I'm like, what did I say?
Wow.
There's various little knickknacks of barrels, whistles, crystals, gems, and what looks to be scrolls that all wrap around it, followed by what's a strange, jagged line, what you know is a symbol, but you're not quite sure what this symbol represents to their people. But it seems to have some sort of like crackling to it, almost like electrical, from the bronze metal that it is made from. We can definitely assist with finding Sylvan speakers. However, we have a bit of a problem in terms of water resources in that cave dragon.
Oh,
Cave dragon.
I'm very glad we ran.
His
How
name,
cute.
Uti.
Don't think he understood that we don't need someone who speaks Sylvan.
Because I speak as well.
No. Stop interjecting. You're not part of this.
Alright. They need water. We're trading it for information.
Oh, okay. You just pull that out of the bag of holding.
He kind of looks at the small little decanter, and they call her like, yeah. Oh.
Click. Geyser.
They take a solid 2 seconds to just watch it. And their eyes, even though you only see most of their eyes underneath the thick layers of fabric.
I reach and grab my sword.
In Sylvan, I'm like, we're gonna get robbed.
I grab my sword.
Just lightning starts sparking off my jetpack.
The small kobold puts his hand out. As the elder of Siphon, I'll put my word to say that we will return this prized treasure.
Why give it to him? Just pour where the water needs to go.
They won't rob me.
It's also not terribly difficult to buy another one.
And had taken the, well, for him,
What
sizable
we're
job.
at matters.
He starts
We could
dealing out water for everyone, which they greedily
keep that in mind.
start drinking from. But the elder, this elder kobold, seems to only give a little bit amount out, being sparingly.
How long have you been up here?
He seems to have pulled out a couple of papers. There it is. Looks up in the sky. 442.7 hours.
Is he speaking this in common?
No, he's speaking in Draconic.
Alright. So I don't know. I have no clue what that.
Should I tell them that it's infinite?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll figure it out.
He kind of looks around, everyone else listening to the language,
I'm curious about this
takes
lion.
what looks to be some sort of gray powder, places on his tongue. We should be able to commune now. His lips not matching the words that are transmitted.
Like
to
a
your ears.
Kurosawa film.
Very yes, as he cast a spell that allows them to communicate to others. Tongues, specifically.
Ah, explains the tongue.
I appreciate for the valuable gold that you gave us.
That is infinite, so you can let them
I
drink.
understand, but it's not good to drink greedily in a dehydrated state.
This is true.
Yes, very smart. Very
Taking
smart.
a couple swings himself. His cheeks going out a little bit because he kind of opens up a little too much.
It's like drinking from a garden hose.
straight on.
Whoops.
Well,
So the knowledge we seek.
what is the knowledge?
I have been tasked with following lights through this desert until I come to a ruin, and the ruin is supposed to house the heart of the corpse tree. That is all the information I have, and if you can fill in any of the gaps of where that might be, what I might be facing, that would be great.
He kind of ponders for a moment. Oh yeah, I know. The corpse tree. Which plane are you from?
Shadowfell.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, if go to the heart of everything, the heart of the desert, you'll find what used to be the living tree, the life tree,
Painting.
the empire's heart,
Where's in the
the
painting?
roots and stuff like that.
What was the painting?
Remember with the painting before we traveled here?
What painting?
No, sorry.
Before we came here.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. We can talk about it later.
Good point.
We can definitely take you there. However, we would have to deal with the cave dragon first.
He points towards the thing. Venix's over on the side, still throwing rocks.
They're hitting the sand.
At one point, reach over, take one of the rocks, make the noises of the little the artificer level 1 thing where you they can make a sound.
Oh yeah.
So you make the sound of footsteps. Throw that.
Make a deception check.
Oh god, this is not a good roll.
If you can get it to breach.
That's an 8.
8.
Oh.
You wait a few seconds. A couple of people, as you hear the footsteps, as if like someone's walking down the hallway. A couple of the nomadic tribesmen. Ooh, that's no electrical.
Rock. Get out here!
A couple others throw a rock. Yeah. Notice it.
Please.
So you said take us there, as in, how far away is it?
Well, if you go on foot from here, it'd be about 17 days.
Okay.
However, if you go through the shortcuts to the Shadowfell, which we know, but there are problems, we'll get to that in a moment, it will take 2 weeks.
Okay.
But if you
And
go-
you just need this thing killed.
okay. With the cave dragon, Uti Fambus, he wants tribute to his greatness.
Don't they all?
He's slow. Why would I pay tribute to him?
If you want to kill it, that would be very beneficial to us.
Cave dragon, whiny, kill.
We have, yes, the reason why we don't give it tributes is because we need our tributes to pay our guides through the Shadowfell.
What does it cost for a guide?
The guide is a tiny little pixie shit, very greedy. They like shiny things. Shows control over mortals.
Pixies are guides. Pixies aren't a problem. But you two in particular, and you're here for adventure. You like helping people.
Yes.
You like solving problems and being heroes and stuff.
I'm not really into the hero thing, but I do like solving problems.
Generally, the hero life gives you more things as well to become a better hero. You paid.
Cave dragon. Kill it in the morning.
That's not what
Dragons
we were
have
away
horns.
from, was it? No. It was?
Yes.
Oh. No problem then.
Dragons have hordes.
I can hold my breath. It can drag me down.
His horde is nowhere near here.
Now, can I climb out
It's
of
not a problem.
Your funeral.
And its stomach's probably pretty good too. Usually a lot of stuff doesn't leave.
Right.
Pixies are foolish and easily tricked. I don't know what matters about the horde other than your general collection of things,
I
but
spent every single penny I had on everything I'm wearing currently, so I need money.
The second problem.
Shake's bag of money.
Wait, second problem?
There's another
Second problem?
Yes.
We hesitate to go through the shortcuts to our home, to our traveling city, is because of Scorpion.
Scorpions.
Giant monstrosity.
How
He
big?
goes more that thick. Scorpion folk.
That's a little different.
They are holding
Smart
the other side of
Scorpion
portal through Shadowfell hostage. Anyone that travel through it, they attack.
Is that just on the way to your home? Or would that be on the way to where I'm going?
Both same direction.
Okay. No, then
Then
they're
I
right away.
care.
Where the corpse tree is, a lot of magical power.
Ah.
A city on back of Titan.
What?
Minor Titan. Titan.
It's still a
The
titan.
corpse tree is on a titan?
No. Our city, our home.
Oh, alright, good. Alright.
Hence the term wandering city. Gotcha. I kind of want to see that.
I kind of do too.
If you want gold, we can give you gold there. We don't travel with gold.
I'm
Well, I assume not.
not.
It's heavy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Lots of exciting things. I know everybody's really giddy. What we need to do to get you to take us to the corpse tree is deal with the dragon in some capacity, deal with the scorpion monstrosities in some capacity.
You do that, we will take you there.
Okay.
As long as we don't die.
And in truth, it's we do those things, you summon us a pixie guide.
Well, Pixie Guy importance. We will guide you personally.
Okay. This exchange feels unbalanced to me, but it gets me to something of great importance. Is it an acceptable contract for you all?
Seems reasonable.
Gets us out of this hellhole.
You're here for an adventure. You don't care. Why am I asking? All right.
And now you're learning.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here.
All right. So
Got it. You want gold,
when
you
does
want
the
glory,
cave
you're just
dragon
happy to be
wake
here.
up, go to sleep?
How do we catch it? Bait.
Pay a tribute, pay it
At what tribute?
meat.
What kind of tribute?
We are held hostage. If we leave rock without paying tribute that pleases it, it eats us.
Got it. So we would need to find some way to make it so it can't burrow.
If I can get it to breach, I might be able to give it a certain suggestion that could keep it visible. At least long enough for someone to grab a hold of it. Because,
Click, click.
yeah.
And I
Get swallowed and hit the buttons. That's horrible.
Just rip it from the inside out.
I have...
It's stupid. I don't like it.
So I have 3 notions of how to get it to breach. We could try seeing if the Grimstalker is enough of a lure. Because...
Disposable.
We could try to trust Charles to do it.
I don't know if I want to risk the pup.
Wait a moment. I've got some fey creatures. Tomorrow, I will have some fey creatures.
Another potential thought.
You're a burp in the distance.
How far are we from that thing that had its feet sticking out of the sand?
About a day or so. About 2 days.
Oh, I think a war of a titan going on there.
Wouldn't that have been fun?
And then the third option was wait until tomorrow for one of the Fey options. Because I can do it tomorrow, and they can do it tomorrow.
I'm so evil to my pets. They all die. They never last a day. They die.
That's not true. They've lasted a day plenty, just not in the last 6 levels.
I just imagine all of them at a poker table, just waiting for it to be their unlucky
I
number.
know, it's like, I feel calling guys, bye, I'll be back soon.
Oh, see, I'm just imagining there's like some sort of dispensary or line where all these happy-go-lucky, like this is their first day on a job. I can't wait to be summoned.
The rest are going back. This is terrible.
Oh my God.
And there's X hand reaching into a bag, and here it comes.
Was that the monkey that made bad ability check and burnt up in lava?
You know, and I had one of them jump off the freaking airship just to go back to the Fae. Just like the 8 just went and jumped off the freaking airship just to go. You know what? I ended up that way. I'm just leaving.
It'll be over quicker.
So man, I'm so mean to my creatures.
Only on the Silver Menagerie. Actually, we weren't even Silver Menagerie at that point, were we?
No, we were.
No, you were the kindred strangers at the time.
Yes, that's true.
Reminiscing aside.
All right.
Tomorrow.
So, but I think we want to wait till tomorrow anyway, right? Are we going to wait till the daytime? Or are we going to do this now?
Daytime's gonna be hot.
Are we going to wait till tomorrow?
I would rather not do it during the day.
Why?
I have problems seeing.
It also could be gone by tomorrow night. No, you've been here for hours, days,
Weeks.
months,
Years.
Sure.
400. We've been here a long time, so you're trapped here.
Yes.
Wow.
We've been here for 2.5 weeks.
Right. Well, let's
442.8 hours.
So let's all take a nap. Wait until tomorrow night, and then we fight.
Sounds good. I could use a rest.
All right. All right.
I do believe we have an agreed to plan.
And that will also give me creatures as well.
Oh, I'm planning on sacrificing them, so yes.
Don't worry. It's what's going to happen whether anyone plans it or not.
I feel like we should cook.
What's intelligent? How intelligent is it?
Well, it's a dragon.
Big dragon.
It's probably intelligence.
Very intelligent. Very angry.
So threatening it into submission probably is going to work out well.
Not likely. How do you intend to threaten a dragon?
Have you met me?
I don't know. Have I? I'm kind of... We should cook. These fellas probably haven't had a good meal in a while.
Well, we're pretty much out of food. All my food's gone. It's been a week. It's been an entire week. I have nothing left.
Can you do your thing, make an opaque orb thing? He can stand inside of it. They can't see what happens. I go in, go through the portal, come back out, and bring food.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay. That.
Okay, portal.
What all do you want me to bring?
Bacon. Everybody
Just
likes
Did you
shit.
bring a couple more of those things that he's got in his leg? That was really tasty.
You should bring his portable hole and throw crap in there.
Alright.
That's why I call it my portable shithole, because I throw my crap in there.
Sure. So I'll take that and then
It's less
do
weight.
this
Understood.
transfer thing.
Stick, draw a big circle on the
It takes a
ground.
little bit because there's not a lot of room left because you notice even though there's multiple rocks here, there's about 3 of these rocks that are about 20 to 30 feet wide. semi-flat, not really flat, but it's, they're kind of here against their will. So, and it's not just humanoids. You notice these big-bellied lizard things that are currently used as beasts of birds. That have multiple things on their back that are currently just crunched into corners and looking down, where you notice a couple of what looks to be rigging and attaching it for other parts of bodies for other beasts of burden, like camels or other things like it, currently strewn on the floor all around them from the rock that they're actually on, as a couple of them tried to run.
Uh-oh.
And it didn't end too well. But you find the room that you need, bubble goes up, vroom, and you hear a, "Ooh."
Step inside.
It's opaque.
It's opaque.
Can't see anything.
Big golden bubble.
You pull up the. You hand me your shithole.
You hear, "Ooh."
I go through.
Takes a few moments.
For all I know, she walked in and came out with
The picture starts to move, you hear the sounds. And being on the other side, as you drink, you partake of the fermented spit that they use for alcohol.
Excuse me.
Made from
okay?
camel
Yeah,
spit.
sorry about that. Not a fish. Not a fish. Got an ice cube down the throat. Not bad.
Did you drink the water hose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Seeing the other side of this transition through the painting, it's weird. You can see her as her colors, her realistic details and stuff like that of reality, start to change into the almost like hand strokes of the artistic representation of lines and streams of representations, and becomes more abstract and more abstract before the colors start to match the background in 2D fashion, before getting that 2D, that point of view look again. But when you change, it's just the painting on the floor, and then eventually completely just fades away as you transport to the other side.
I'm in my closet.
You're in your closet.
Cool.
It is much cooler here. And it's currently, we'll say, just starting to go into early morning.
Okay. Unlock. Leave. Quill!
There's a few moments. Seeing the small little womanly forged individual. Yes, welcome back.
Hi. So I need to buy a lot of food.
Understood. I shall help immediately. And she immediately gives a couple of orders around and begins starting to take down whatever you need.
Okay. I give generic description of sorts of people that are there,
Okay.
explain that they're starving, and then hand her 5 platinum and an open shithole and
Here's my platinum. Here's the stuff. Go do it.
I love you right now. I love you.
As the 5 platinum hits her hand, she goes, "Oh, okay. Understood. Would you like some tea while you wait?"
No.
Hey. And she immediately runs off.
I go and train Charles in the training area.
Charles is happy to be back.
I would imagine.
Seeing that, first of all, the different scenery by itself, apart from just sand, rock, sand, rock.
Sand.
You can only chase rocks for so long.
Yeah, you can only chase the rock so long.
Beetle. Sand.
I
Sand
give him a
rise.
pillow to tear up. I let him do his thing.
He is so fucking happy, it's not even funny.
Yep.
And then passes out after a half an hour.
As you
Adjusting
do.
to the cool climate, much better than the desert. The food returns on how much platinum you want, and there's about 30 people on the rock. So 5 platinum can go a long way in terms of rationing and stuff like that. So
It's
what are you thinking in terms of?
I want them to be well stocked and made up for the weeks that they have been here with basically nothing, and to refill his stock so that way he stops with the meh, meh, meh. We've been walking through the desert and I'm almost out of food.
Got it. So we'll take out the meh, and
It's a technical term.
Yeah, it really is. So we'll say about 7 gold pieces for that.
Okay.
And then we'll say another, for 30 people, I'll say another platinum and a half for 30 people for the rations and stuff like that to take care of them, to get them out of starvation. No idea what terms of palate they have, And she brings that up, knowing that there are different types of eating and stuff like that, and she's
I
studied
hope
that.
she remembered to bring some beer.
I could really go for some tea.
There's a
keg.
lot of tea, no beer.
I have my keg.
Sounds like a not my problem. No one made specific requests.
She's not a drinker.
I forgot for my keg.
But there's like 10 different types of teas.
Sure. Based on my laziness, the remaining chunk of whatever, like, that cost me 3 platinum, and whatever was extra goes as a tip to Quill. However,
She'll spend all of it on it, and she said, "Oh, thank you. I don't accept tips. It
it
insults my trade.
gets laid wherever because I'm not going to do the
It
math.
gets placed into
And,
the food.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have it. And then I pack everything up and I close the door and I lock the door and I, grab
Gaze.
Charles, all that. Walk back through the portal.
Make an Arcana check real quick.
I'm not wasting on this, but 4.
4.
I didn't re-roll.
You stare about it for about 10 minutes, and you realize the painting's not working.
Per day.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's about halfway through the day because it did take a bit to get 30 people's worth of
Only
food.
does once a day or something.
Sure.
She's been gone a while.
I'm going to do my meditative trance looking at the painting, and when it happens, it happens. If one of them gets concerned, they can... I'm far enough back that if they stumble through in a panic, they won't step on me. But
About half the day passes
it's
by.
not like I've
and
met
you're
you
like,
or anything.
Where'd you go?
She's in probably the safest place.
Yeah, we're all sticking. How long does the globe last? 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
So we're about 4 hours in. Going. Psst. Where'd you go?
She's getting a lot of food. Probably taking a while.
Hi. She'll. We're with it. It's cooking.
Dwarven keg.
They look at you and seeing that flat keg. They look back at you. Seeing just a hand pop out from the bubble.
I remember the flask? Same thing.
Beer!
Just drink it.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
It's real enough over the top. Oh, wait a moment. I should have put a cup in my hand.
Persuasion.
I actually have a note here that says spark.
14.
Should not be the
It's
term.
14?
Not 14. 18.
There's a couple of
Thank
hesitations.
you.
They look at each other. They speak to each other. They come up, taking very wide-brimmed cups.
Just sticking out of the
It
bubble.
almost looks like a bowl.
Just out of the bubble.
I'm curious why we're here. There was that lion type person that seemed to be sizing me up.
With your passive perception, he's still there. He was just kind of staring at the bubble, and because you're in the bubble. Unless
Well,
you're-
I'm out of the bubble.
Okay, now you're out of the bubble. Yeah, he's keeping an eye on you. It's very clear as day.
What does he have against me?
The first guy that sips it. The guy walks away and just hands away.
Someone will like it. Eventually.
And it takes a few times as you realize the palette is radically different here. A couple like it. And it takes a few times, and the guy that just immediately just went away tries it the second time and goes,
It's like, why do they drink this?
So-
Oh, that's why they drink it.
Hey, do you want any idea? Nicholas is gone. You have no way to talk to this guy. Why is this? He keeps looking at me. I mean, look.
Do we know what he
He's
speaks?
staring at me.
Do we know what he speaks?
Well, we'll see how his reaction is. I walk up to him.
he's currently on the other platform. He seemed to have no problem jumping from one location to another.
There's a cat.
Physically jumping, not like
Physically jumping.
Right. So I walk up to him and go,
You're about half the size he is.
Oh.
Sorry.
Make a persuasion check.
Flat 14. Right. I think somebody, my kind, has apparently probably hurt him at one point. I've heard of the tortoise in the hare, but this is like the lion in the hare, lion on the tortoise. He's got a splinter.
Maybe he wants to challenge you to a foot
In your
race.
open hand, he places a leathery sack. Mordako.
Into his hand?
In your hand.
In my hand, all right?
It's only palm size, and it's almost like a baseball, but with a cork at the top of it. It hits the nostrils and it burns. What was this sticky?
Bam.
Make a Constitution saving throw. At advantage because you have the belt of dwarven kind.
Oh, you're right. Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
So just saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
26.
26. You don't vomit it. You don't know what hit your senses, but it is as if someone took your tonsils and just decided to go with a punching bag against it. It is, with that single shot, you don't know how many times this thing has been distilled, or frankly, what kind of poison it is. It gets you buzzed right away.
Interesting.
But, yeah, it is not taste.
So,
It's
And
a
it
fact.
has some kind of grain to it. It's almost like sandy. Dare you say it.
It's not. It is not taste. It is effect.
What's the kiss the welcome?
hand it back to him.
He takes it back.
I'll give a bow.
He kind of just look at Coach. Takes 2 swigs.
2.
Wow.
Wow.
Does that obvious, since his chest is exposed, like peck salute.
All right. Well, I'm still not sure why he's trying to size me up, but hopefully I've gotten a little taller in his eyes.
Oh.
And that fuck is not what's gonna get back. This is bullshit.
Don't mind me. Just being a fucking coat hanger.
There's a few more that take it, but in their current situation, they're going towards more of the water than booze.
Sustenance.
You see a couple of them put it in their like wine skins.
I'm loving your
I know that.
language. Whatever the hell that is. Sounds so fucking cool.
Gibberish free.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you,
Really
you
good.
guys didn't take gibberish in high school? I mean, I'm fluent in
What do you think I
sarcasm.
do in the shower? You hate my singing. It's not singing. It's just me making random noises to see what sounds good.
We try not to question aloud what you do in the shower.
Yeah, listen, I thank you for that.
There are many things that should not be spoken at the D&T table, and that is one of them. I feel the line was crossed, but then again, that happens at every game.
Unless there's anything else you guys want to do while you're traveling.
Yes. There's not much we can do. As soon as she returns, I think I'll pull out the 3 animals I've got. But
I don't think she's going to return in 8 hours.
yes, it's going to be interesting. All right, let's wait it out.
A couple of them get a little closer now that you've not really noticing it at the time, Ed, but they were watching you go towards the big lion figure, and you notice that there's actually a couple other faces, though they kept their faces covered. except for the time that they opened it up and partaked in the strange drink that you've been handing about.
They're scared of cats.
No, they're a different type of cats. These are
Scaredy cats.
It was so good.
They're scaredy
You know.
cats. No, you didn't catch it in trouble.
yeah. They're not Leonid. They're shit.
Tabaxi?
No, yes, Tabaxi. I almost said Khajiit, but that's
was gonna
Sirens.
It's your world. Do whatever you want.
There's a mixed race here and stuff like that. A couple of them actually sit down next to you after you sit down if you're not in the bubble.
No, I'm not actually. I might stick my head into or wherever to talk to talk to Vedic to ask him, is she back yet? You know, that kind of stuff. But normally, I'm not going
like he's got his eyes closed, and X sticks his head in and think, no, she's not back yet.
Please tell me there's like incense burning right now.
Yeah, sure. Like little astrolabe that's sort of like rotating in midair.
Oh, even better. Completely different setting compared to
normally,
the other side.
and because of my cloak or cape or clothes that I'm wearing, I'm comfortable in the daylight. So,
And a couple will come by and they don't know they don't know personal space, but they start touching the furs and stuff like that.
are they sweating at all or no?
Yes.
And I'm not.
But they seem to be managing the heat just fine.
Right, all right. They're used to it. And because they see me wearing a thick
winter's clothing.
Winter's clothing.
And they're noticing that because you have thickness compared to it, even though they're wrapped pretty heavily, it's very thin stuff. And most of it is white and lighter clothing so that it retracts the heat, not absorbs the heat. Retracts?
I answer back whether they know it or not. I'm so covered up, the heat can't get down to me.
Motaka.
It's like, you are crazy.
And it hits daytime, halfway through the day. 24 hours passes, and you find a sleeping kobold.
Because how many times have you cast this freaking bubble?
A few, but it's a ritual. I can just it costs me nothing.
Then it's cast it back again.
So you've done it 3 times. You're like, oh, it's like, boom! Oh, wait, hold on.
It's once a day as I come out.
Oh!
Egg, she's here!
Great.
Well, now we gotta wait till morning again, right?
I stomp out, I throw down the shithole, and I'm like, here's your stupid food, and here's your food, and I'm never being nice again. And I steal it back in.
Waking up half the camp.
I mean, food is food.
Yes, it would be nice if there was like
There's no instructions with these.
barrels. Well, there's like I assume there's sacks of stuff or what?
There are definitely sacks of stuff. There's sacks of grain. There's sacks of bread, dried meats, cured meats, raw meats that are ready for the cooking for that day. Followed by bacon, lots of bacon, and fish. There's a lot of fish, especially since they're port.
Cat would like that.
Great. That ought to smell good in about 3 days.
No, they're cured. Some of them are cured.
Yeah.
Most of them are cured. There's a couple that are meant this is meant for today, kind of situation.
Vedic will, reach over and pick out a raw
But
chicken.
all of them are definitely. Yeah, there's a raw chicken.
Pick out a whole raw chicken, set it down on a plate, pull out a bib, zip the thing up.
Raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
Roll for salmonella.
Roll for salmonella.
Well, I mean, if you leave it out here long enough, it'll probably cook.
Yeah.
I swear he was going to cook it, but well, never works.
There's a tap on the dome. Dum, 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 dum. Seeing the small 2.5-foot kobold again.
I stick my head out.
He takes a moment. Sorry about that. Have you finished your rituals? I'm assuming this is some sort of death ritual before you go to fight death itself.
Oh god, so good.
This was intended to be a kindness to your people, and he needed supplies.
Oh,
We were attempting to take advantage of a day where we needed a rest anyway, and then there was a hiccup in our supply run.
I am severely confused.
The food's yours, it's free, take it.
What?
Oh, lay it
I
down.
stick my head back in the bubble.
all the food that's coming out of my portable shithole is just this mountain.
There's confusion immediately.
Lay it up.
As people are going back and forth and almost like fighting, and the elder immediately comes over and just whacks him with the stick. And you hear, and he trans over to a language that they're talking. They shall behave.
It's more than enough for everyone, I hope.
Yeah, that went a little more Italian than I meant to.
I know. I'm saying, like, at this point, take off the bib, dainty clean the face.
Lots of it.
Minus the face. Gotta clean the horns because it's all over the place.
Pick up a feather.
They're looking at most of this food and they've never seen a fish before.
Oh,
Yeah, they're cooking it. They are frying the hell out of it.
and of course,
As they're taking it,
it's
and they
turning
take it.
charcoal. No, take it off.
No, let's think you're stuck up on it.
A little bit of water, pan.
Water?
Steam it. Look, take some.
Olive
see you
oil,
put
butter.
the water in the pan. Like, hold it.
His deal.
It's infinite. It's infinite. It's. I don't have it. The elder has it.
I pull out my little grill grate, set it over the top, put the fish on that, wrap it up and cover it, and we got fire.
Oh yeah, there's fires.
Steam it.
Out of the dome,
Steam
just
it.
This is firebolt.
Steam several of the fish, but
Make a cooking check, mate.
What was that?
and I have my
There's cooking utensils.
handy dandy spice
Otherwise,
pouch,
it's survival.
my spice pouch, and I'm throwing a bunch of spices on it. So make a what check?
Survival check or a cooking utensils.
I don't have cooking utensils. I don't actually have cooking as a skill.
But you are proficient in survival.
I am. 20. Modified 20.
Modify 20? Alright. As it comes over, the steam, you start throwing smeary spices on it.
Dirty 20, yeah.
Couple try it. What is it? What is it? Reaches into one of his pouches, take out some sort of gray powder. As they begin partaking in it and they start copycatting. And it's strange, their fires, they're actually flat rocks that have what looks to be pressed gems into it, red gems.
Interesting. Well, we've fed them,
Watered them.
we've watered them. They're hopefully
Give
feeling
them a
much
week and they'll
better.
grow quite nicely.
Are we gonna attack this during the evening?
I think we should.
Was the plan?
We have midday, so we're gonna ride out the next till it's dusk, and then we're
Well,
gonna,
actually, it is night again because it went from 24 hours. So it was about later. It would have been about 3 in the morning that you went into the painting. So
Okay.
again, 3 in the morning now, and then you did the cooking. So I would say about 5 in the morning.
It's morning.
It's about to hit dusk. I mean, dawn.
we could still do this.
We can still do this.
Yeah.
Let's
So
do
long as
it.
we're not doing during the daylight, it's fine.
Let's do it. Now.
Let's do it.
Summon your things.
I might need the decanter on this water, actually. If I can snag that back.
Rolling everything up.
Sorry, what?
I might need to borrow the decanter of this water back just for this moment. It might be a tool I need to use at some point during the fight. Appreciate it.
Either way, it's clear that you all have extensive equipment. This will appease it. Either you kill it or don't. It'll take your bodies and we can go.
Alright. So that sounds like a win-win for you.
Everybody wins.
Thank you
Well,
very much for
most
the
everybody.
food and water.
At the very least, you won't be hungry on your way back.
Are we ready? How are we going to coax this thing out?
Throw your things down.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So which sacrificial lambs did you throw out there?
Well, I'm not throwing him out. I'm throwing him right here on at my feet, and then I'm going to have him walk out there. But
You are 30 feet up.
right.
I'm making sure I
Okay.
have 2 things on me. Alright, I have 4 things on me. I have my immovable rods on the hips. I have my decanterless water. And I have my fragmentation grenade.
Okay.
Okay.
Going a little hot buzz there.
There's no such thing as overkill.
2 black bears
Okay.
and a baboon.
Because gotta have the token baboon.
Come over to the baboon, and I'm like, no, wait, no. How would I even do this? I'm sorry, buddy. I'm really sorry.
Oh.
But don't worry. It'll all be over soon. And I pull out a little. I pull out. I wonder if this is going to work.
You want to give him the frag grenade?
Is it going to be? It's a cave dragon.
You want to give him the frag? You want to give him the frag grenade?
I was going to do this, and I had a flask, and I was going to tie a flask around him, but does he know how does that work?
I have no idea.
Well, then I'm not giving it to him.
He didn't tell me how to. Actually, he did. I just forgot. Something like twist it or something. I don't know.
It's on the card.
I know. I just haven't read it in forever.
I'm not giving a baboon with an intelligence of 4 a fucking grenade.
I probably would use it at some point.
So, no. Well, damn. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna leave it at that. I was going to tie a little package to the baboon, but I have no way to light it.
Firebolt.
But then you kill the baboon.
It's gonna die anyways.
Yes, but it may not hit the actual. It doesn't know. It can't speak.
It's kind of like drawn in the raw.
All right, how are we doing this?
I walk up and kick the back.
I was about to do that. But you just kick the backwards.
And then it's nice, like a little ring of people eating and watching this at the same time. Having
I'm gonna do
this. And then you just probably just do, and just unceremoniously kick it in the ass. It goes flying onto the floor, taking 2 points of damage. Still alive.
Oh my god!
It's still alive. It's fine.
Baboons are teeny and they only have 3
As it just kind of plastered starfish style on the floor, puts its head up as the dust from a distance. This dust comes closer.
Let's do it.
Take the staff.
It starts to, as the dust starts to get closer and closer, and you're. It starts to get up about 2-3 feet before a giant claw grabs it, bisects it, and it goes into fairy dust. Before you attack, because I'm assuming you're attacking,
Yeah.
Yep.
we're going to take a small break here.
Ah!
You put your flask on it, right?
No.
Damn.
The flask would have just went.
Yeah. So, as you guys fight a cave dragon in its natural state.
And it brings its tavern shop with it.
The tavern music.
What are
just
you
started.
buying?
Poof, and suddenly.
No,
my friend!
For tribute, what would you like to buy?
Would you like to buy a health potion before this battle?
Perhaps some ammunition, maybe some new weapons.
Also makes Julian proud.
The game just quick saved. Something's about to go down.
We will see you next time on part 2 as we take a small break and get the battle map ready because we're going to make do some changes to that. We'll see you in a moment. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I had to remember. I'm like, what do I say?
Next week. Next week. Next week.
Oh my god, we are gonna fight a cave dragon!
Yeah.
I hate this.